We're here with Lee Beard, trainer, you know, working with Argenis Mendez again. I remember you, it was a very emotional moment. You were there when he won his title. First off, what was that moment like when he knocked out Salgado and you guys won that championship together?
It was a great moment, you know. He obviously fought in Mexico with Salgado, which obviously was, you know, devastating loss for him because most people thought he won the fight. It's a long way back when you've not got the decision, but yeah, he just needed to basically not fight that fight with emotions, you know, like, because he always, you know, he was desperate to get that rematch. It was a fight that he was craving for, and he got himself back into that position. Salgado kept hold of the belt, and you know, he's in the second fight.
Got you.
He took his opportunity.
Now he's fighting Rances Barthelemy again. Going to be an interesting rematch. What are your thoughts on getting ready for that? You know. Yeah,
obviously the first fight was, you know, it's a devastating loss really. You know, he's 2 rounds. He got hit after the bell. You know, the belt comes back to him. You know, Barthelemy will feel a little bit like unjustified. You know, because you know he was kind of in the motions of throwing a combination when the shots kind of come after the bell, but you know the punches that did knock Mendez out were after the bell. So yeah. He's got another chance to redeem himself, Mendez, now, and you know, prove that, you know, the way he fought that night, you know, it wasn't Mendez that. You know, he's a much better fighter than what he was producing. You know, he did a lot of things wrong that night. You know, he just stood in front, like, just, you know, he didn't use his skills, man. He's a real skillful fighter, and you know, to me, just, you know, he wasn't himself that night.
When you're working with a guy like Mendez, how do you bring out his skills? Like, what stands out about him, you know?
But he can't, I mean, Mendez is a better puncher than people think. You know, but he's a highly skilled fighter, you know, and he's got a great defense. You know, he's got, as long as he's, throughout the training camp, like, you know, you build his confidence up, you know, you get the right sparring in, you know, work on the right plan for the fight, so he knows, like, you know, he feels good going into the fight. I don't know what happened last time, but he just didn't look right. You know what I mean? From the first bell until the fight finished, he just didn't look himself.
Yeah.
There was no confidence there. You know, he was looking for single shots. Like, you know, with me, like, I give him confidence. You know, psychological is a psychological game. You know, physically and mentally. You know, and maybe he wasn't prepared mentally last time. I don't know.
Where does your history in boxing come from? If you could tell me about how you grew up and got into this crazy world of boxing.
For me, I was like, I started martial arts when I was like 8 years old. That's when I first started, you know, working in a box when I was 11. I've always done a lot of like kickboxing, Thai boxing, Taekwondo. I was on those fields. I was back in boxing Moss Side about 16, 17, and then I was always stopping and starting because I was good at soccer too. I was a good soccer player, so I was trying to get into professional teams over there in the UK, but it didn't work out through injury. I had some bad injuries. And I was training for a amateur fight. My coach died, so the guy who owned the gym asked me if I would look after the gym. We have the eldest there, you know, the senior there. So that's how I got into coaching. I was 28 at the time, 29. But that was just like an amateur thing, and then not long after that, you know, Ricky Hatton was in their gym, and I started working with Matthew and the lads in the gym, and just kept on from there.
What is boxing like in the UK? Like, you know, someone who hasn't been there, how do they seem like they embrace the sport? What's boxing culture like over there?
You know, the fans get behind the boxing, you know, in a big way, especially the big fights, but they also go to the smaller shows too. You know, if it's a good card, you know, like, you know, local card, you know, just the venue will sell. Obviously you've got the George Groves Carl Froch fight happening this weekend. And that's like 80,000 apparently over there, so, you know, you can see how much it sells.
So that's going to be pretty massive, huh?
Yeah, like, massive fight, I mean, Carl Froch, obviously, you know, he's been in some great fights with, you know, Andre Ward, Kessel a couple of times. And, you know, he's in that Super 6, you know, he's proven himself. And there's a lot of debate back home now, is it the change of the guard, you know, with the younger guy, which I think it is. You know, I thought Groves would win the first time. And I think George will win this time.
Okay.
I think the referee definitely jumped a bit soon in the first fight.